Passenger traffic at Dubai World Central surged 79.8% in the first quarter of 2016, according to a quarterly traffic report issued today by the operator Dubai Airports. Dubai's second airport welcomed 257,813 passengers during the first 3 months of the year, an increase of 79.8% compared to 143,374 in the corresponding period in 2015. According to Dubai Airports, the sharp increase in passenger traffic was spurred on by the demand for routes served by major carriers including FlyDubai and Qatar Airways, many of which increased their flight frequencies in 2016. Cargo volumes at Dubai World Central contracted in the first 3 months of 2016, with the facility handling 198,295 tons of freight compared to 213,006 tons in Q1 of 2015, down 6.9%. Overall aircraft movements totaled 10,631 in the first quarter of 2016, a marginal decrease of 0.6% from the 10,699 movements recorded during the corresponding period last year. Commenting on the quarterly traffic figures, Paul Griffiths, the CEO of Dubai Airport, stated that the company expects that the upward growth trajectory will continue based on the planned move of FlyDubai's entire operation to DWC by the end of 2017. Rental values for prime office space in Dubai have soared by 20% in the first quarter of 2016. That's according to a new report by real estate firm JLL. The JLL Global Office Index showed that Dubai was the top performer in the Middle East and North Africa region, with falling vacancies in Dubai International Financial Centre helping to drive up rental values. The report added that the performance of the DIFC was not, however, representative of the wider market, where relatively high vacancy rates have constrained rental growth. The index also showed that Abu Dhabi and Jeddah rents rose by 5.3%, while rents elsewhere in the region remained mainly stable. Regionally, the MENA index rose by 2.7% over the quarter, pushing the annual increase for Q1 to 11.9%, reflecting the demand for space in the best quality buildings. Rents on prime office assets across the 95 major markets covered by the JLL Global Office Index rose by 3.6% year-on-year in Q1, the fastest annual pace of growth in 4 years. S&P Global Ratings Agency believes that banks operating in the Gulf will see their performance weighed on by the weak economic environment this year and in 2017. The rating agency said in a new report that it was expecting a more pronounced slowdown of the growth of both conventional and Islamic banks in the region. Asset growth started to moderate in 2015, reaching 7% for Islamic and 5.7% for conventional banks in the GCC in 2015, compared to 12.3% and 9.6% respectively in 2014. S&P in a statement said that in its base case scenario, it assumes that growth will drop to around 5% for both types of banks in 2016 as governments strive to restore their fiscal sustainability through a mix of spending cuts and revenue-boosting initiatives. S&P added that in its view, the economic slowdown will be more pronounced in Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, while Qatar and Kuwait appear to be less affected, with spending expected to remain buoyant in Qatar for the preparation of the World Cup 2020, while the government in Kuwait is planning to boost its investment spending and allocate a significant share of new project financing to Islamic banks. The Dubai Mercantile Exchange today crossed the 10 million contracts marks, with a total of 10 billion barrels of Omani crude oil traded on the exchange since inception. The milestone comes after DME has registered an 11% increase in trading volumes till date this year, while setting a new record for physical delivery. According to a statement by the DME, it delivered 27,342,000 barrels in March this year, maintaining DME Oman's position as the energy futures contract with the largest physical delivery in the world. Commenting on its achievements, DME's chairman Ahmed Sharaf stated that it is witnessing strong interest from new players in Asia, adding that the exchange continues to grow its customer base, which currently includes more than 90 global players. The exchange recently announced a roundtable event in China to assist independent Chinese refiners with the exchange's registration process, enabling these new market entrants to start trading Oman crude oil futures contracts on the DME.